I'm here. Oh, already a donation. Thank you, James D. Morris, for the super chat. My second day home from the hospital, had foot surgery. Oh, I hope your surgery... Oh, they said it went good. I was about to say I hope the surgery went well, but that question was already answered. Well, I'm glad the surgery went well. Hello everybody. I'm sorry that I didn't stream last week. I literally did not have time for it. I was so busy last Saturday. I had so much to do. I was doing all the stuff that I needed to do, and then I looked at my clock on my phone, and it said it was 6 o'clock. And I was like, oh no, I don't have time to stream. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Oh, I should probably put my tails down. Here we go. Yeah. Anyway, hi! Yes, we are reading more comics today because it is indeed Archie Sonic Saturday. Archie Sonic Saturday, and we're reading more Knuckles the Echidna comics because that's what's next in the reading list, according to my reading list. So yeah. An earlier explanation in the community post would have been appreciated. I literally did not have time for that. I said it on Twitter. I posted about it on Twitter, and that's all I had time to do was literally make a tweet. That's all I had time to do, because making a community post is a little bit more difficult. This is my first time actually being in a live. Wow! Well, welcome! I hope you enjoy your time here. What shenanigans shall we stumble into today? Apparently, we are having echidna shenanigans today. Alright. Let's get into it then. Let's get into it. Here's Knuckles the Echidna number 7. This is Knuckles number 7. So we got Knuckles, we got Julie Sue, we got Archimedes, and we got a big ol' hand. Whose hand is that? I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue what happened. No clue who that hand is and why it's happening, and I guess we will find out. We will find out in the comic. Let's open it up. Let's crack open this bad boy. Ooh. Knuckles Book 7, Dark Vengeance. And of course, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's time for good old Kenpen and his writing style. Enerjack's hand? It could be Enerjack. I mean, he seems to be the main villain in these comics. Oh boy! A paragraph! As expected in these comics. Here is a paragraph beforehand. Thank you, Zero the Hedgehog. Hi, SNT. What do you think about IDW being delisted in New York last week? Do you think IDW is in jeopardy? I had no idea that happened. That's a thing that happened? I had no clue. I had no clue that was a thing that happened. Huh. Thank you, Ultimate Spider Plush, for the moolah. Reading is fun sometimes. I like reading. I like reading these comics, usually. Sometimes they're a bit of a slog, but yeah, especially when I have to read paragraphs like this. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Born to the most noble of echidna houses, the latest to continue the family heritage and responsibility as guardian of the floating island, defender of all from the forces of evil from the world beyond, as well as those who would threaten within, he is none other than Knuckles the Echidna, Due to his relative youth and lack of experience, Knuckles believed his task a simple one: defend the natives of the floating island from those who would threaten it. Now Knuckles is learning that he is one of many of a long line who have guarded the safety of his people. Having only recently been reunited with his people, who had been existing in another dimension, he is no longer the only one of his kind and is having a hard time dealing with the implications of that fact. Since the appearance of his fire ant companion Archimedes, Knuckles has begun to comprehend that his existence is a lot more complicated than originally believed. With duties and obligations that have been handed down from one generation to the next, Knuckles is learning to deal with problems that had their origins long ago. As a result, Knuckles has never before faced the fury of someone bent on seeking his total and complete destruction until now. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I was looking at chat, seeing what's going on here. I swear these sound like someone trying to sound smarter than they usually are. Yeah, they're using a lot of big boy words. They're using a lot of big boy words and lots of prose. Alright, now let's actually get into the comic. Ooh, it's the Chaos Emerald. It's the Chaos Emerald. At last, I've searched long and hard for you, Dimitri. And now it's time for you to return home. That's it. You feel my call. Now let my energies channel through you, providing the beacon to guide you back. Back to where it all started. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. Kids in the 90s ate this crap up, made us feel more grown up and stuff. Like, wow, look at all these words. I'm so smart. Meanwhile, I'm just like, what? Alright, next page. Knuckles in Deadly Homecoming. So that we may both achieve our greatest desires. Oh, it's a 2-page spread, so we'll just have to see it as two different pages. But it is 2-page spread. I can tell by how this is cut off on the side here. And with this statue in the image of the great Dimitri to inspire us, we rededicate ourselves to the holy task of restoring Echidna society to its natural... Great Dimitri statue, who would dare? What happened to the statue? Oh no, it exploded! It exploded! It went kablooey. By Emil's force. Whoa. It went kablooey. What comic is this? This is Knuckles the Echidna number 7. This is Knuckles the Echidna number 7. And I believe we're going to be reading Knuckles number 7, 8, and 9 tonight. Alright, next page. Ooh, here we go. Once again, Enerjack strides the floating island, where is the infidel who... The face of long ago. Still, an acceptable likeness. I should very much like to meet the one responsible. You knew the great Dimitri? I knew him. Remove my faceplate. and gaze upon him who you profess to honor. Great Dimitri, it is you! How may we serve you? You are my army now, and there is a world for us to conquer. Let us begin. Thank you, Maddie Harris, for continuing your membership. I really love the art of you in the thumbnail. It looks really cool. Thanks. It was a commission from the artist known as Venus of Chaos on Twitter. She does a lot of really pretty art. And I was like, I need some art. So I got it. I am confusion. I am also confusion. I thought this was Enerjack. So he teleported into his own statue by coincidence? I guess so. I guess so. It's for dramatic effect. By striking first at him who would deny us. Mind if I join you? Yeah, sure. I doubt the company will be a load of laughs, though. I didn't come here looking for a good time. I just wanted to talk. You haven't said much since Mobotropolis. I was thinking about Sonic, and it hit me how much alike we are. He's upset because his parents kept a lot from him, just like mine have. Only it's not just my parents, it's everyone. It's like they all know something and I don't. I feel like a puppet with everyone pulling the strings. I'm like a puppet on a string. Look at me move. I'm like a puppet on a string. Chat is so confused right now. Chat is so confused right now, which, you know, it's appropriate because, you know, we're reading Knuckles the Echidna. The Knuckles the Echidna comics, which can be a little confusing sometimes. What's next? What's next? And I can only react to whatever is happening at the moment. It was so much simpler when all I had to do was guard the Chaos Emerald to make certain everyone was cool. At least you have friends you can hang with. Except for you, nobody seems to have much say in me these days. Huh? I guess my former friends aren't so popular with you straights. I'm sorry. I know that means something else. I know that means something else. I know that means something else. I know that means something else in the 90s. But in modern context... in modern context, that makes her sound very odd. It makes her sound... You straights. It's like she's calling Knuckles and his friends cishets. Which isn't a slur, by the way. It's not a slur. Heterophobic Julie Sue. Oh no. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It meant something else in the 90s. It meant something else. It meant when somebody was a straight, it meant that somebody was like a person that didn't do crime. That's basically what it meant in the 90s, but in modern context, it does sound completely different. I can't even walk the streets without people either staring at or avoiding me. All All I wanted to do was check out where my family used to live. Really? I hadn't thought about how others would react to you. Come on, I've got an idea. Let's go hunt for Archimedes. He might have a suggestion or two. Any idea where to find him? Everybody in chat's just talking about that one line. Oh no. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're moving on. We are moving on. If I did, that'd be a first. It's good to see you again, grandfather. I came as soon as you called. It may already be too late, Archimedes. Oh, thank you, mean boy. I woke up after the stream started. SNT, what the heck happened? I mean, not much happened. There was this evil guy that appeared in a statue. And Knuckles and Julie Sue are talking about stuff. Like, Knuckles was talking about how people were, like, using him like a puppet. And Julie Sue was talking about, like, people reacting to her very oddly. I'm not sure if we had the term normie back then. Yeah! Like, if someone was calling you a straight in the 90s, that's basically the equivalent of calling you a normie. That's basically what it meant. Whoop. What may be too late? I bring word from Haven that something very dire is in the air. You have to warn Knuckles. Cracka, cracka, cracka. Wait, that sound. Warn Knuckles? Of what, grandfather? Surely you haven't forgotten me, Enerjack. Once and future master of all he surveys. There won't be any cute disappearing acts on your part this time. And see, and there's that big evil dude that appeared in the statue, and now he's going to wreak havoc on everybody and everything! I don't know anything about these characters, but they look like cockroaches. They're ants. They're fire ants. Apparently fire ants and echidnas are... They have like a symbiotic relationship in this series. The fire ants are like guardians to the guardians. As I've suspended you in motion before you can even complete a thought. You fire ants have been nothing but a thorn in my side ever since I can remember. Therefore, I think it's time I return the favor. And this is only the beginning from ha 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 ha. I've come before this assembled body to discuss a matter of most urgent need for my people regarding the issue of housing. My people are tired of living in tents. I deeply sympathize with their plight. Oh boy, here we go. We've got the Dingo Echidna plot once again. Right, Enerjack was beaten by ants. Yeah, he was! So he's getting rid of the first thing that destroyed him. Archimedes' grandfather looks like he's wearing a golfing outfit. Yeah, he's got like a beret on. Alright, next page. Oh, it's an ad for the Knights comics. Okay, moving on. But our construction team is working as fast as it can. That small conciliation that's small conciliation, Counselor Darwin. Suppose the shoe were on the other foot, and it was our city that survived while your kind were left homeless. I sincerely doubt you'd react any differently than we have. Mr. Stryker, what proof have we, your kind, can even be trusted? The Dingoes haven't exactly attempted to establish peaceful relations with the Echidnas in the past. First of all, Madam Counselor, I'm a general, and you will address me by rank. Second, the situation has obviously changed to reflect more in your favor. What can I do that will further appease you? Well, General Stryker, I think I speak for all when I say that if your people lay down their arms, that will go a long way towards establishing better relations. What do you say? Counselor Darwin, as long as our housing needs are met, that is more than fair. I give you my word of honor. He's crossing his fingers! He's crossing his fingers, he's lying! He's lying! He's crossing his fingers, that means he's lying! Look out! Bad intentions. Yeah, he had his fingers crossed. Last arc, the Dingoes were supposed to look super evil, and now I think they're supposed to be sympathetic. Not that any of them are really, and that goes for both sides. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure this plot is going to get much more complicated in the future. I'm sure it's going to get a lot more complicated in the future, especially with everything else going on. I haven't read the comics. Are they good? For the most part, there are some things in the comics that are a little iffy. Like, some of the writing can be really wacky. A lot of the plot points can get really... They can drag on for a little too long. There are characters that I don't like. But for the most part, they're pretty good. They're a lot of fun. They're fun to read. Alright, next page. That my people will do their utmost to cooperate with you. Where are we going? This doesn't look familiar to me at all. I was making sure there wasn't another bubble down there. This part of the lava reef zone rarely gets visitors, which is how the natives around here prefer it. Natives? Yep, the only ones who really enjoy this type of environment. Of course, finding them is the real trick. Find what? I don't see anything. That's because you're not looking in the right spot. Knuckles, this is a surprise. What can I do for you? I'm looking for Archimedes. Any clue where to find him? I hate to break it to you, Knuckles, but Archimedes is in danger. I hate to break it to you, Knuckles. I'm sure he will find out soon enough. Hi, B. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm going to the next page. Unfortunately, no. If anything, the powers that be are rather worried that they haven't heard from either him or Dio Valente in some time. As in zero zip zilch nada? You got it. That doesn't sound good. No kidding. You're talking major understatement here. Is it the Dark Legion? The way everyone is acting, it's even bigger than that. Bigger? The only ones I can think of more powerful than the Legion are a long way from here. Watch your back then, lad. There's nothing more dangerous than an enemy with a surprise advantage. I hear that. As for surprises... And the sentence is cut off once again. I hate when they do that. Hate when sentences are cut off from page to page. Love the new outfit. Thank you. I love it too. I think it's really cute. Love the thumbnail art. Once again, the thumbnail art is by Venus of Chaos on Twitter. I'm going to the next page. Next page. I've a trick or two myself. I have to do something about this, Win. I can't have Knuckles thinking his mother didn't want him. You're not to blame, my dear. Yes, I am. By agreeing to be the wife of a guardian, I knew the terms in accepting. I just didn't know I couldn't handle. Oh, Win. That was then, darling. Uh-oh. We have mommy issues. Yeah, that's Knuckles' mom. For those that are just tuning in and have no idea what's going on, that's Knuckles' mother. And Win is her new husband. Lara Lee, yes. Lara Lee is her name. Mama Knuckles. Paternal problems, yes. She's pretty. Yeah, I like the ribbons in her hair. I like the ribbons in her hair. It's very pretty. Next page. And this is now. You were young and impulsive, and you thought you'd made a difference. What you didn't grasp was the concept that you were marrying into what essentially is echidna royalty. We're talking about a family pivotal to our history that can trace its lineage for well over 400 years. You merely played your part in the proceedings. Now we've entered a new chapter for our people. And we'll adapt to the change, just as we always have in the past. The question now is how you will deal with it. I believe it's time I had a long overdue discussion with his father. Ah. What is happening? It's a long story. So that's Knuckles' mother. She, you know, she birthed Knuckles, but I guess she wasn't ready to be a mother or something. And she was overwhelmed by the responsibility of not only being a mother, but also being like the mother of the next guardian of the Chaos Emeralds. So she separated from Knuckles' father, and Knuckles' father said that his mother disappeared a long time ago, which technically she did. Because she was in another dimension. Because she was living in Echidnopolis, which was forced into another dimension. And then Knuckles found out, and now everything is complicated. That's basically what happened. It's the Master Emerald. Not in this comic. Nope, it's not the Master Emerald. It's the Chaos Emerald. Not in Archie. The Master Emerald does not exist yet. I'm moving on. Okay, there's Knuckles, there's Julie Sue. They're in a beautiful field of plants concerning our son. Hey there, got any tints for the eyes? The color is positively overwhelming. That's the first impression everyone has when they step into Rainbow Valley. The color does more than just make everything look nice. The chameleons are suspicious people by nature, And with their ability to blend into their surroundings, this area was natural for them to settle in. Will we run into any of them? Oh, they're all around. They just don't wish to show themselves to strangers. Why are you stopping here? It's only a tree. No, it's not. It's SBO's home. SBO, you home? We getting the Chaotix in this comic? Are the Chaotix returning once again? Archie was clearly out of touch with the games, to be honest. Multiple colored Chaos Emeralds existed the first game, and the games that introduced Knuckles introduced the Master Emerald. Yeah, they kind of introduced their own lore. Thank you, Jacob Foster. Are you going to do a live stream where you look at outfits people made you a few weeks ago? I don't know. I kind of just did that outfit thing as like a fun like Twitter thingamajig. I basically wanted to see if I could create a Twitter trend, which I don't think it happened really. I know a few people took the template. They took the template and tried to spread it around a little bit. It didn't really go very far. I just wanted to do something for fun. Alright, let's move on to the next comic. Or the next page of the comic. That's what I was saying. No answer. I better go up and check. What? There's nothing there. I told you, you just have to know where to look. Well, it doesn't look good. Not good at all. Something really bad is going down. And I want Mighty in on this. We're going to his place next. What you should be doing is getting some sleep. You haven't rested in days. Grandfather Hawkins can do without your services for a few hours. I'm fine, Father. Right now, sleep is the last thing I can afford. Right now, you are less than peak proficiency. You're at less than peak proficiency could result in a mistake at the wrong time. Beep, beep, beep. Heart attack. Stand back, Father. Ah, he's having a heart attack. Oh, no. Not grandfather. Or great-grandfather. That's Knuckles' like great-grandfather. And he's somehow alive. Sleep is for the weak. If there's one positive thing I can say about these Knuckles comics, it's that Manny Gallen's art is consistently good. Yeah, it's pretty good for these Knuckles comics. Thus, just the writing is lacking in some places. Well, but you know the reason why. You know the reason why that is. He's so weak that our instruments could kill him. If Grandfather is to survive, I must make mental contact. Concentrate. Concentrate. I shall finally go to the great beyond. Not yet, Grandfather. There is still a spark yet in you. Haven't I done enough in this lifetime? I'm not the one to say. I only see a life worth preserving. Locke? Oh yeah, Knuckles' species can do that, I guess. They can talk through their minds. Did Penders write this? Yes! Penders is consistently the writer for the Knuckles the Echidna comics, so this is gonna, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a slog to get through. At least I'm safe inside my mind. At least I'm safe inside my mind. Next page. Lock. Fatum. I was beginning to wonder if you'd follow me up. Need a hand? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm more than capable. Yeah, I'm sure. Seems like another bad scene from the looks of it. What did you expect? Or are you that slow on the uptake? It seems like Enerjack is just getting rid of everybody one by one, which is not good. That's not good at all. Great-great-grandfather, can't you kids see I'm trying to pass on? I wonder what a kid in heaven is like. Who carves a window in stone? Apparently Mighty does. Because that's supposed to be Mighty's house. No, just hopeful. Heads up! Kragok is coming through. It must be important. He's been with the master all day. What do you think is going on? I couldn't even speculate. Just be ready for anything. I've just inspected the troops, master, and I... Huh? You think you know power, Kragok? You cannot even begin to fathom the concept. Very soon now, I will spring the trap shut on my accursed descendant. You know, I'm a little bit lost. But that tends to happen. That tends to happen when I'm reading the Knuckles Echidna comics, because there's so much lore. He's going Super Saiyan. Yeah, he's doing some funky stuff. Funky stuff. Oh, there are little like things on the panels to guide you to which one to read, which is very handy. Very handy. I stopped trying to keep up. I'm just here for the ride. Alright, I'm going to the next page. And he will suffer like no one else has before or since. You know, I sense a pattern at work here. No kidding. At this point, I'd rather be your enemy. How do I know you aren't, eh? What's with you? I now have to take an oath of loyalty or something? Hey! Good question. We'll have to settle it later, babe. Where's the fire? If I'm right, down below. Oh no you don't. Not without... me! Oh my gosh! Just hold on tight. Now, if you interpreted the clue correctly that I had left for you... I am so tired of these sentences that are getting cut off every now and then. I am so tired of these sentences getting cut off from page to page. It's getting really annoying to deal with. Knuckles forgets he's the only echidna to glide. Really? Is he the only one? I guess that makes sense because Julie Sue can't do it. I feel like having Julie Sue on your legs would make Knuckles like fall down. I feel like that's what would happen. Top 10 Archie moments I'm getting sick of. Echidna Heaven looks like Australia with lush dirt to dig and filled with delicious bugs and worms to eat. You know, that makes sense. I'm sure Grandpa Hawkins would be fine in Echidna Heaven. Next page. The real fun will soon begin. Come on, Knuckles, give up. Come on, Knuckles, give already. You can at least tell me what's going on. Oh, Sazzy time! Thank you for continuing your membership. And I also see J-Man Productions also continued their membership. Thank you. Thank you. How should I know? All I know is that someone is doing a number on my friends. Whoever that someone is controls a lot of power. Yeah, there it is. You just don't bag the Chaotix 1, 2, 3 like that. I wouldn't exactly rate them the world's best fighters, Nux. Okay, so Mighty isn't much of a technique. So Mighty isn't much on technique. But when you're as strong as he is, does it matter? Whoa, Kavash! Hey! You disappoint me, Knuckles! His gliding ability is a superpower. It will be revealed why later. Ah! Huh. Interesting. Oh, Archie. Oh, Archie. The Chaotix aren't even really around in half of these stories, and they've probably been kidnapped 3 times now. Yeah, I think Julie Sue has a point. I think Julie Sue has a point here. Following in the footsteps of my insipid brother. That voice, it isn't possible. What is impossible? I'm not scared of you, Dimitri, you hear me? Dimitri, you mean? Brave words, but totally empty and devoid of meaning to one such as I. Run, Julie Sue! Run! Run where? Whereas the lady immediately recognizes how dire your situation is, Knuckles, you could learn a thing or two from her. Unfortunately for you, cut off sentence. Ma! Ma! Why does this happen? Wrong button. Slither90, thank you for continuing your membership. Hey SNT, I just donated to the fund, but the amount didn't increase for some weird reason. Maybe it hasn't come through yet? Because I don't see it in my list of donations. Because if you did donate, like it's supposed to like go you might want to check. You might want to check on your payment method then, because it hasn't gone through on my end. Because if it did go through on my end, I would have gotten a notification for it. So you might want to check on that. Thank you, Jacob Foster. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I thought I put a like on it. I don't know. I did see that. I thought I put a like on it. Okay, moving on. Oh, you don't have the time. Oh, look at his teeth. Look at his teethies. He's got some good dental work. Brushes his teeth 3 times a day. Or twice a day. He's supposed to do it twice a day. He flosses, probably. Some mouthwash. To be continued. That's if there's anything left to tell. Gasp! You didn't? Oh. I'm sorry. I did see it, though. Bro has Barney teeth. I mean, Barney does have some real good teeth. His teeth are very, very shiny and clean. With shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Oh, the checklist. Fistful of letters. So many things. Oh wow, there's the Knights comic. There's more Knuckles. There's yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Was that the bite of 87? Yeah, they have Knights comics going on here. Yeah, Knights. Archie did a series of Knights comics as well. I don't know how preserved those are though. I haven't been able to like see them. They might be on archive.org. That's where I get all my comics. Okay. Let me grab the next comic, which is Knuckles number 8. Knuckles number 8. Yeah. Oh, there's the Chaotix. They're fine. Spoiler alert! The Chaotix are just fine. The cover is awesome. Yeah, the cover is pretty awesome. They've got all the Chaotix. There's Enerjack in the back. And Knuckles in the front with a cool pose. Everybody's got a cool pose going on. Yeah, SVL's eyebrow is kind of too big. Knights is in the same universe as Sonic, but the events in them don't have anything to do with him, so they won't be in the reading order. Yeah. I didn't see the Knights comics in the reading order, so I didn't really get them, so... Alright, let's get into it. And you know what time it is. Yep. It's time once again. Oh, and there's like a big long picture of Julie Sue's head. Artists redraw this challenge so he can collectively fix his eyebrow. I mean, yeah, that'd be an interesting redraw challenge. Oh boy, more reading. More big, giant paragraphs to read. Born to the most noble of echidna houses, the latest to continue the family heritage and responsibility as guardian of a floating island, defender of all from the forces of evil from the world beyond as well as those who would threaten within, he is none other than Knuckles the Echidna. Last issue, Knuckles and Julie Sue engaged in a thoughtful discussion involving plenty of questions but few answers. Deciding there was only one party they could turn to, they sought out Archimedes, the enigmatic fire ant who serves as both friend and mentor. During their quest, they discovered evidence that something bad had happened to the Chaotix. Evidence which pointed to not just one enemy, but two. Making their way across the island, Knuckles and Julie Sue were confronted once again by being more powerful than any other they had ever encountered. Da-da-da! Word salad, yeah! Delicious word salad. Penders, please stop writing paragraphs. This isn't your high school English class. I'm sure that, you know, these paragraphs are for the people that need to catch up on what happened in the last issue or whatever. But sometimes, you know, you can just do a last time This happened. The end. And then you can start the comic without filling up one whole page. You know, the first paragraph can just be deleted. The first paragraph can just be deleted because it's just nothing but exposition. It's nothing but exposition that we already know. Whoa, what's happening here? Things didn't matter as much as I thought when I was alone. Before I had friends and a family. But with the good came the bad. Enemies and threats way beyond anything I was taught to expect. And now, I'm facing the most dangerous of them all. He spin. He do a spin. He do a rotate. What if you didn't make reading the comic bad? Oh, J-Man, thank you for gifting that membership. Wow! Thank you. Very, very much. It's the Knuckles toy from McDonald's. Oh yeah, he did have a toy like that where he spun. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Slither90. There it goes. It went through. Thank you, Slither90, for the dono. Very appreciated. Again, guys, if you wanna donate specifically to the fund up there, the fund, there's a link that you can click. It's pinned in chat. Yeah, and you donate through Streamlabs. That's how you make the bar go up. But super chats are also appreciated too. Alright, next page. Enerjack, an all-powerful being fueled by the energy of 11 Chaos Emeralds, who 400 years ago was once an echidna scientist named Dimitri. Funny how one's blood relatives make the worst enemies. My, ever the proud echidna, are we? This is another 2-page spread. There's another 2-page spread. We gotta look at the other page. There he is. The Gauntlet. Not for long, I can assure you, Knuckles. I'm going to break you totally, completely, mercilessly. You're going to pay for what you did. Are they on the moon? It looks like they're on the moon. Why are they on the moon? On the moon! Don't think it, don't say it. Is that blue or black on his hands? I think it's supposed to be blue. I'm not sure, but I think it's blue because they're using a very specific color of blue. Next page. What I did? Haven't you got that backwards? You fool! You're only the latest continuation of misguided beliefs that were formed long before you were born. Your kind could never comprehend the limitless power I alone possess. Power to transport you from the floating island to here and create the air pockets you now exist in. Funny, I was thinking that with all your so-called power, what a glass jaw you have. That's an Enerjack duked it out in the 3rd issue from Knuckles' first miniseries. Yeah, I remember that part. Not to mention it was you going bye-bye at the end there. Same issue, yeah. You think you've succeeded due to your own cleverness? Adults such as you could never hope to overcome one such as I. Allow me to demonstrate. Favoom. Thank you, J-Man Productions. No, let's not quote that. I think it's been done to death. I think it's been seriously done to death. That thing came out, what, like 2018? How does he breathe in space? I think Enerjack is creating an air pocket for him. I believe that's what is happening, because he did mention something about creating an air pocket. Oh, look, an ad for Archie. There's the Knights comics. Prepare to fly. Use this to order Knights. Here we go. Back to the comic. Observe from the surface of Mobian Moon to the deepest, darkest depths of Mobian oceans. This is what real absolute power is all about. The ability to do anything with but a thought. I gather from your expression, the reality of your situation is beginning to sink in. Glub, 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 glub. I had just about given up hope. I had just about given up hope of ever finding you, Julie Sue. We suffer enough losses without abandoning one of our own. Still. Oh no, Julie Sue's going to the Dark Legion! What is she doing? The purple fish is pogging? I mean, kind of. It just looks like the fish is excited or like shocked. Are we already in the Enerjack saga? We are! We have been for a while. I like this transition. This transition in the middle here from the ocean to the water fountain. Interesting transition there. Next page. I'm obligated to inquire about your activities since you've been on your own. Dimitri found you with Knuckles, so you understand my concern with your exposure to radical ideas. I was with the Guardian Commander. It was merely a relationship of convenience. We fought more often than not, right from the start of our chance encounter. Thank you, Jacob Foster. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't really play Mario Kart. I was simply using him to find you and the Legion. Never in my wildest dreams did I think the great Dimitri himself would return me to the fold. Considering you've always been an outstanding soldier to our cause, I'll accept you at your word. I trust I won't regret this decision. On my honor, sir. Julie Sue, if I were to discover otherwise. Why do we have to keep doing this? Why do we have to keep doing this? Every single time. Every single time with these cut-off sentences, I swear. Cut off, yeah. Yeah, the sentence is once again cut off from page. From the page, so I have to go to the next page and keep reading the sentence. Much more than honor would be at stake. This is so weird. I should feel at home here. And instead I feel like such a stranger. I expect the member of the squad to have their vehicles ready to move at a moment's notice.
Sergeant Riker, I'm here to resume my position. Is that so, soldier? You so much as give me reason to doubt your loyalty, and you'll see stars in broad daylight, is that clear? As a bell, Sergeant. Now, unless you intend to use that thing...
Do I even need to say it? 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 Next page.
I'd like to carry on my duties. Constable Remington, milady, this is a surprise. To what do I owe you the honor? I need a favor, Constable, and I believe you to be the only one in authority to assist me. I live to serve, Lady Lara Lee. Allow me. Thank you, kind sir. Now then, how may I be of service? This may come as a surprise to you, but I need to contact the Guardian Locke. From what I can tell, you're my only hope to locate my ex-husband. Forgive me, milady, but isn't your son the current Guardian?
Too many cliffhangers. It's less of a cliffhanger and more of a sentence that continues on to the next page. It's more of a sentence that's cut in half. Why is Knuckles both the most and least important character in the story? Yeah, there's so many Guardians already still alive, and like Knuckles is just along for the ride for most of this stuff. Milady, yeah, milady. He says milady. It's funny. It's funny. Half sentence. Yeah, half sentences. I'm tired of these half sentences. Oh, fan art! Look at the fun fan art. There's Knuckles. There's the two brothers. The two brothers and Knuckles. And Knuckles. And Knuckles in the Chaotix. Wow. So cool. Wow, that's awesome. I thought her name was Lara Lee. No, it's Lara Lee. I mean, I've heard it as Lara Lee, so I'm saying Lara Lee. Next page.
We both know the answer to that. It's for his sake that I'm here, Constable Remington.
Oh, why is she all shadowy in this picture? Why is she all black? That's weird. Why'd they color her like that? Is it supposed to be all shadowy? It just looks more like she was dunked in ink.
I have to speak to a father about his son. Can't you break protocol for once? For this? This is a dilemma. My predecessor Holmes had warned me about getting personally involved. You're to act as official liaison, Remington, and nothing more. The Guardians tend to protect their privacy rather intensely. And now I'm being asked to go against those, eh? Constable Remington? Please, sir, won't you help?
Why are we getting the backstory for this random echidna? Probably an error? You think that'd be a coloring error? You think so? One of the artists dropped their paintbrush with black paint on it, and instead of fixing it, they just rolled with it. I mean, I don't know how... I don't know if digital coloring was a thing yet in the 90s. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how widespread digital coloring was. So I'm not sure if this was colored digitally or by hand. Glitch in the Matrix. This is Pender's. Every character has a backstory. You know, you make an excellent point.
Well, Enerjack can go suck on raw eggs before I give in to him. My chest feels like it's about to burst. Uh-oh, trouble from dead on center. If I float in position, old Sharky'll probably think I'm part of this landscape. Ooh, my head's getting woozy. Can't take much more of this. Need air. What the?
You know, Knuckles, that shark probably was not the biggest threat to you. Sharks are actually very docile. Digital coloring didn't hit Marvel until 2002 or 2003. Interesting. So Archie was probably doing everything by hand still. Very interesting. Because this is like 1997-ish? 1996, 1997? Next page.
As if I didn't have enough problems, old Mask Face has to come and gloat. Gloat? That's much too mild a word to describe my desires at the moment. In fact, I am so thoroughly enjoying watching you give a whole new meaning to being at the bottom of the food chain.
Oh, it's a big scary kraken.
Yeah?
Oh, his tongue has like spikes on it. Ooh, weird. Did you know that sharks rarely kill people? Yeah, people kill more sharks than sharks kill people. Sharks are actually more in danger from humans. Monsters Inc. before it was a thing. Mike Wazowski. Alright, next page.
Well, it ain't over till it's over. Whoa, where am I? Easy, Locke. You're in sick bay. Haven. I'm still in Haven. Take it easy, lad. Don't strain yourself. What about Hawking? Is he still in a coma? What the devil happened, Locke? Breep, breep, breep. The alarm. I suggest we table our discussion, Father. That sounds serious. What doesn't around here? Everything's a crisis. You know, Locke, it's been a while since I've heard you laugh. Really, Father?
Again with the half sentences. Sharks get a bad rap and dolphins get glorified when they're actually kind of awful. Yeah! Dolphins are scary! You should be afraid of dolphins! Dolphins are, like, smart enough to have empathy, but they don't care. That's the scariest part. Dolphins are smart enough to know that they are hurting something. That's terrifying! It's terrifying to think about! Echo is a menace. Next page.
There hasn't been anything to laugh about in a long time. Will you look at that? The dark side of our family strikes again. Say, isn't that... Yes, Father, it looks like Knuckles' new friend. It appears she's rejoined her former comrades. Something's very wrong here. No sign of Knuckles, the Dark Legion getting ready to strike. Yes, But strike where? Where else but Echidnopolis? In my opinion. Cut off sentence.
This is so tiring. You know how tiring it is to read the Knuckles the Echidna comics? Tiring. Very tiring. Extremely. There's a lot to keep up with. There's a lot of cut-offs, half sentences. Why couldn't the "in my opinion" wait until the next page? What time is it? 6:14? I'm thinking about finishing up this one comic and then saving the next comic for next time, because Knuckles the Echidna is really hard to read. And it's like tiring me out. I feel exhausted. I'm exhausted, you guys! I'm exhausted from all of these cut-off sentences and from keeping up with all this lore. There's so many plot points. There's so many plot points. I'm going to the next page.
I do believe under these conditions that extreme measures are called for.
There's Knuckles, he's struggling, he punches the thing in the eye, and then he swims away. And he's swimming up to the surface.
Oh no.
What does he see? What does he see? The sentences are cutting out so much that SNT wants to cut out from reading. It's true! It's true! These comics are very tiring. Alright, I'm going to the next page. I'm going to the next page. Oh, look, the Chaotix!
Oh yes. Your only hope is for you to kiss my feet and beg for mercy. Fat chance of that, bub. Obviously, we haven't reached your breaking point yet. Hey, check it out! Does the man know what's what or what? The witch is flashing her colors. It appears bad, but there has to be more to the story. I'm willing to listen. Mighty, my man, a fox is a fox. And my daddy told me never to trust one.
What about Tails? What about Tails? He's a fox. Vector. What about Tails?
Last time I checked, Vector, Julie Sue looked like an echidna to me. Yeah. The slippery croc does it again. No rope can hold me down. Will you clowns cut out the racket? Since you don't like my rap, why not grab a nap?
Vector unbased moment. Yeah, what's with the mouths here? The mouths are kind of weird. Mighty's mouth specifically is pretty weird looking. Good thing this isn't canon. Well, I mean, Sega says everything is canon, but you know, this exists in its own universe. I think Vector is giving hints. Yeah, I want a nap. Well, I took a nap before I streamed, but I want another one after reading all these comics. Bonk. Bonk. Sweet dreams, pigeon.
Hold it. The Dark Babe herself. Who? What? Cough, cough. Look out, she's... I knew you weren't... Very good, my dear, very good. Will that be all, Commander? Just one thing more, soldier.
I need a nap for my nap. Yeah, I need a nap for my nap. I need to exhibit it. I need a nap in my nap so I can nap while I nap. this is in its own special multiverse that will never be talked about officially again. Yeah, seems like it. Though it is still owned by Sega. Next page.
Finish them off. Let's see how well your bravado does you here. Well, at least 30,000 meters above the surface of the floating island. You don't say. Quite soothing up here, huh? I ought to visit more often. Enough! I am through toying with you. Just as others have learned what it means to face my wrath, so will you as well.
Vector doesn't get to be unbased in my house, so in my book it's not canon. That's fair. That's fair, B. Finally, a panel without a sentence cut. Yeah, it's true. So refreshing. So very refreshing. They painted Enerjack's muzzle red. Yeah, I noticed that. I wonder if that's on purpose. What has been your favorite story in the comic series? I like the story where Sonic's in jail. That one was pretty fun. It had a lot. It was a very wacky section of the story, but it was a nice break from all the drama that was happening. And I don't know, sometimes I like seeing Sonic wacky. My favorite story is the one where Sonic actually shows up. After the Mecha Sonic incident. Yeah! Because that was pretty heavy. That was pretty heavy stuff. So when Sonic was in jail and things were like a little lighthearted, they had like puns and stuff. It's better. It was much better. Oh, there goes Knuckles. There goes Knuckles. Falling, 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 falling. I refuse to accept the possibility of there not being any way out of this. Falling into the black. The wacky parts were fun. Yeah, I remember when Sonic the Hedgehog Archie was wacky and fun and comic-based, comedic-based. Remember when Sonic was a comedy comic? And remember how interactive it used to be? And good times. Good times. Next page.
That we can't find Grandfather Dio.
So it was a cut-off sentence. Oy.
Have you forgotten, Archimedes?
That's the same picture twice! That's the same picture twice, just a different background!
We're up against a creature so powerful it defies the imagination. However powerful Dimitri may be, Grandfather, outwitting his lieutenants is well within the realm of possibility. I've imagined this day dawning for a long time. With the touch of a button, I eliminate one set of problems.
What is happening? Why is he putting them in a cooler? Dio. Yeah, his name's Dio. Wait until you get into Sonic's Dawson's Creek phase? Oh man, that's gonna be a slog. I just know it. Anyway, why is he putting the ants in a cooler? Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Who's Dawson's Creek? Dawson's Creek is a TV show. A very dramatic TV show. Allowing us to focus attention on reclaiming that which should be ours. Oh, they're burying him. Inform everyone the operation commences immediately. Today, Echidnopolis. Tomorrow, the world. No way to teleport. The electromagnetic field is even stronger in here. Easy, lad. We've been in tough spots before. Tougher than this? I can't remember. Can't remember what? Can't remember what? Ah. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. I'm just gonna continue. Ever feeling this helpless? Did that really need to, like, go to the next page? Did that, you know, I just keep asking the same questions over and over again, and I'm not getting any answers, so I'm just gonna continue reading. There's Knuckles. Whoa! It's your last chance, Knuckles. Succumb to me or else. Very well, foolish one. If I couldn't figuratively take you apart. Oh, there's like bubbles on Knuckles. Also another cutoff sentence! Another one! Another one! These sentence cuts really need to cut it out. Ha 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 ha. Next page. Oh no! Taking you apart literally will do just as well. Enjoy life as a neuron. Ha 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 ha. To be continued. Maybe, possibly, we hope. What? Well, there's more Knuckles the Echidna comics, so of course it's gonna continue. Knuckles is dead. He's not dead, he's just a bunch of neurons. We should have a counter for every cutoff sentence. That would get to the hundreds. Especially with the Knuckles comics. Next. Ah, yes. Order your comics now! Do it! Hey kids, here's your chance to save. Thanks, Archie. Fistful of letters. There's all the comics. There's the last one that we read last time with Monkey Con. There's the Knights comics. There's the Knuckles comic from earlier this stream, except the cover is like mirrored for some reason. Monkey. Yeah, monkey. Monkey. Let's order them. Whoa, Slither90, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've got it figured out. I'm glad you got that figured out. But thank you for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. What's on the next page? More reading. More letters. Sonic checklist. Do you have all of these issues? Do you have them all? I do. In my computer. Enerjack versus Thanos. Who win? It's Thanos. I mean, I think Thanos has more, like, brute strength than Enerjack does. Enerjack just has... Well, then again, Enerjack does have the ability to turn somebody into neurons. I don't know. I think it would be a fair fight. The subscription was a very good value. You got like 30% off cover price, and I had one close to 15 years. Wow. Pretty good. Pretty good subscription. And you get a comic every month in your mail? I'm trying to think, like, do I have enough energy for one more comic? Because I'm, like, actually tired. And, like, I'm looking at the reading list. So there's... Next would be number 9, Knuckles number 9, and after that would be number 56, and then a super special. So I think... Is I'm like actually tired after reading all of the things. Oh, Slither90, thank you for the super chat. There you go, SNT. It took me a while to fix that weird problem I had. No worries though. Everything is okay at least. Yeah, everything is okay at last. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your generosity. Health first. My issue is these Knuckles issues are really hard to read. And I don't know. It's I think I'm just gonna end stream. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I know that I skipped last week, and then the week before. Did I only read 2 comics the week before? I don't remember. I just, like, if it was anything other than the Knuckles comics, I would continue. But these are the Knuckles comics, and they're very, very tiring to read. Yeah, I think I'm done streaming now. Yeah, I'm done streaming for now. I need a break. I need a break from all this word salad. Rip SNT's patience. Yeah. My patience with the Echidna comics or with the Knuckles comics, very thin. And also I'm hungry. I probably should have eaten before stream, but I didn't. I was too busy napping. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna end stream for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I'll try to stream again on Saturday. I'll try to stream more often. Just this past week, these past couple of weeks have been real busy for me. Thank you, Jacob Foster. Here's a goodbye hug for you, SNT. And since James D. Morris is also asking for a hug, I'm gonna give everybody a hug now. There. A hug for all of you. Don't burn yourself out. Eat some dinner. Yeah, I'm trying not to burn myself out because, you know, I spent like a week reading these comics. Like an entire week. Yeah, thank you, James D. Morris, for the super chat, and thank you, Slither90, for the super chat. It hasn't come up yet, but thank you regardless. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that super chat to pop up before I end stream. That way I can acknowledge it again. Stream to the egg stream. It hasn't popped up yet. Oh no, I'm gonna stream forever! I'm gonna stream forever. This stream will never end. Any ideas for dinner? I've got some stuff I could make. Yeah, there it is! I'm free! Okay, goodbye everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody that donated. I'll see you next time. Bye!